Steve Gureño, KOR The Sports. We're here with the one and only Raul Marquez, man.
El diamante, por favor,
Man, just before we get into any of the fights and stuff, I love that video of you and your dad watching a fight, and you guys are kind of both breaking down what's going on.
That's a lot. Yeah, everybody likes that. I appreciate
so cool,
it, man.
Yeah,
even my dad, he's what is he, 74 years old now, and then, he loves boxing, man.
He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, he did.
He nailed what was going on.
I appreciate it, man.
For sure. Man, let's get into it. Just in a couple weeks, we got it, right? We finally got it. Spence versus Crawford. Incredible fight, incredible matchup.
Yes.
One for the decades, I feel like. Our version of Spence, or of Hearns.
Leonard, Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler, Duran, all those guys. The Four Kings.
Right. It's our version of it.
Yes.
Just stylistically, just being a fighter, how do you train Errol Spence for someone who switch hits the way Terence Crawford does?
I think, you put him in there with a lot of guys that box, that move around and that switch back and forth from lefty to righty, that have speed. Are you good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a lot of speed, a lot of movement, that are boxers, because I think if anybody's going to box in that fight, be more the mover, that use his skills and all that, it's going to be Crawford, man, because I think he's naturally the smaller guy. Spence he's strong, he's big, he spars big guys too, he's a grinder, man. I was telling this guy right here, he gets better as the rounds go, he breaks you down. So I would put him in there with a lot of guys that have a lot of speed, a lot of movement, that hold you. I think Crawford's gonna have to hold them to the inside and get back on the outside. That's what I would do. If anybody's gonna box and move, it's gonna be Crawford.
And just vice versa, if you're on Crawford's side, right? How do you prepare for a guy with the jab, with the pressure, the body attack? Guys
like me, like Grinder, that can come forward. I was a left-handed, come forward with the jab, have a good body attack, that are gonna try to manhandle you and grab you and just be strong, and those kind of guys. He needs to big guy, big durable guys.
As a left-hander, I'm glad you reminded me about that. What is there anything, how left-hander, right-hander, everyone says the straight punches work?
Yeah, well,
against a left-hander versus left-hander, is there any tricks, anything work specially?
No, but the only thing is, if you think about it, I think Crawford should fight more as a right-handed, because that when you fight right-handed, you're a little bit further away from your opponent, and you fight. If you get left-handed right now, and I'm left-handed, that's going to favor more Spence, because we're closer to each other. You know what I mean? Left-handed position, left-handed. Right. If you're in the right position, you're a little bit further. Right. So I think that it's best that Crawford stays in the right-hand position.
Really? You're the first person I've heard say that.
That's the only thing that I see. But at the end of the day, he's got to move. He's got to keep moving. He's got to box. He's got to hold him on the inside and not let Errol get that rhythm. You can see when Errol gets in that rhythm after 3 or 4 rounds, the jab, and he just walks you down, and he rips the body and throws those hard combinations, and then back with the jab and back with the jab, and he steps up to you and he cuts you off. And when he gets in that rhythm, man, he's dangerous.
So you're thinking if it's more of an inside fight that leans a little more towards Spence,
most definitely.
A little more towards
absolutely. If at close quarters, I think it's all Spence. At mid-long range, that's what I think Crawford has to do. He's got to box, man. Box up, stick to boxing.
Just as a former 54-pound champ, man, I got to ask, Jermell Charlo, first undisputed, right, in the 4-belt era, moving up 2 divisions and fighting, the guy, Canelo.
I mean, I understand it's a payday, history, all that, comes into play. It's a tough fight, man, but Canelo hasn't been looking his best. I mean, he didn't look too good in his last fight. Again, with Charlo too, same thing, man. He's got to box in that fight. There's no way he's gonna try to engage. He shouldn't try to engage, and if he does, do it when it's safe to, and then grab Canelo and hold him and let the referee separate you apart, or just get back outside the jab. Stay away from the corners, the ropes, and keep boxing, keep moving, keep giving them angles. But I wouldn't try to exchange with Canelo too much, especially early on in the fight.
Right. Just Canelo's giving the opportunity to somebody coming up, right? Like Leonard did it to Duran.
Yes.
Bob Foster and Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier did it for Bob Foster.
Right.
Do you think? I haven't heard a lot of negative stuff about Canelo. I have heard some fans kind of griping about, you're not going to please everybody, right? Well, but I feel like Canelo is doing, this is boxing history again.
It is history. I mean, but people want to see him fight Benavidez. That's the guy that everybody wants to see, and I understand that. But for certain reasons, whatever reasons, I don't know the business side of it maybe, but I still think, hey, he's fighting someone like Charlo that's moving up, trying to make history. They're both trying to make history. Why not?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Raul, thank you so much for your time. And tell the fans where they can follow you, brother.
What's that?
Tell the fans where they can follow you.
Oh, Raul Marquez, 1992, the year I went to the Olympics. That's on my Instagram, Raul Marquez, 1992. Raul Marquez, 92, my Twitter, and then Facebook, Raul Marquez. And
there it is.
Follow my son. Don't forget.
That's right. He's fighting
August the 11th.
soon, right?
Yeah, August the 11th. He's fighting on the overtime boxing platform. It'll be on the Zone. We're excited. He's 5-0 with 3 knockouts. He's training hard, and we're looking to go to 6-0.
He was just sparring. Who was Shakur?
Yeah, Shakur. Yeah, Shakur hired him for his Shakur's last fight. Shakur hired him for sparring. He was here for a month, and he learned a lot from that. And
that's awesome.
And that's what it's about. Trying to get better.
What did you learn about Shakur watching that sparring with your son and Shakur?
His boxing IQ, and he's just very smart, man. He's a great fighter. He's a really good fighter. Like I was telling the other guy, I think he's one of the really the best at 135, 140. Yeah. Between him and Tank.
I was gonna say that's
between him and Tank. No. Between him and Tank, but man, honestly, I kind of lean a little bit towards Shakur, man. That's the way I see it.
Just based on skill level that you saw up close and everything?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Wow, interesting. And but both of those guys above Devin Haney, who technically is the undisputed at the division.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Shakur beats Haney. Yeah.
Hey, there it is. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, sir.
Yes.
117.6. 117.6. I'll tell this tomorrow night, it's live on Fight Pass from the Grand Canyon of Montreal, California.